clearly not the result we wanted. Just couldn't quite get a rhythm going defensively. Couldn't kind of get them off balance and force them into the shots that would have been good for us. So they made some big shots, made some good plays, and we just kind of weren't able to get back over that hump in the second half.
Kevin, is there anything particularly about Fresno that's made them a tough matchup for you in the 2 games this year?
Oh, when they shoot it at 52%, 53% from 3 here, and they shot it well up there, it's just going to be really tough to win any game in that when that happens.
You guys were able to get Andre out of the game pretty early with foul trouble. What did Colomario and Moore do in that reserve forward role that kind of made them difficult?
They just did a good job moving. I think they did a good job of kind of having a great pace offensively, start-stop. Even though they weren't handling the ball, they just kind of kept our help guys moving a little bit. And there was a couple possessions that come to mind where they just did a good job kind of shifting us defensively and kind of creating angles for each other. And guys made plays from there.
What did you think about the looks that you guys were giving up from 3?
I just thought they were in rhythm. I just felt like they were in rhythm, and even off the ones off the dribble, it just seemed like they were all in rhythm. There weren't very many of them. Thinking back, of course, I haven't seen it yet, but there just weren't very many where they were off balance or fading away or really just tough looks. I thought, for the most part, they kind of, when they wanted to shoot it, they shot it.
It seemed like David gave you guys something at the end of that first half. Was there any thoughts to bringing him in earlier in the second half, or what do you think of his performance?
Yeah.
Coach, what was your message after the game when you got in the locker room and talked to the guys?
Message is, gotta get back to work. This is now feels like kind of the second time where we've had a little momentum. After last time coming back from New Mexico, we felt like we had kind of dusted ourselves off after in the pit, played really well up there, got a win, came back, and just didn't kind of have that fire that we had on the road. And this kind of feels like that same feeling where we go up and play and as well of a complete game as we've had this year, right up there with maybe another 1 or 2, and kind of came back and still just kind of had that same feeling from the Boise game and kind of got some similar result.
I apologize if someone already addressed this. Did you get the details on what happened with the dust-up at the end of the game? Because obviously that wasn't the greatest trade for you guys with Moore going out and Harkless going out.
Yeah, they just said it was after the whistle. They felt it, both of them kind of, I think EJ said it looked a lot worse than it was. I think they kind of ran into people. But either way, the refs had been talking to the guys about it. They just felt that it was a little too much, so it was double technical for both of them after the fact. And so, yeah, it didn't seem like either side was necessarily too surprised, but we couldn't see anything from down where we were.
Kevin, some recent success lately, and of course, obviously the tough loss tonight. What specifically are you and your staff going to look to do as far as any adjustments or changes going into the matchup up in Laramie against Wyoming?
Yeah, we're just going to, do what we can. I still love this group. This is a group that's, done a really good job on the year of competing. And so now, we'll just get back after it, watch some film, and really just challenge them to kind of get that swagger back, that confidence back defensively. Again, I thought Fresno just did a good job of kind of keeping us on our heels again, just like they did up in Fresno. And, it'll be fresh on our mind. So we can't take that same approach into Laramie. We've got to be much more aggressive. We've got to be much more active, and if we want to get a different result.
Hi. With all of the players back in healthy again, how important is it to have them in there? Because I saw you guys were rotating fast and subbing in and out. So how important is that?
Yeah, it's good to get EP back and Lou back, of course. Hoping for Jordan to be back against Wyoming. But, it's kind of more of a similar rotation, I think, that the guys were used to, just in terms of their stretches. early on, and that's kind of something we want to do. We want to keep guys fresh, you know, and really guard the ball, challenge the ball, take on those challenges of guarding the ball handler, and so that's kind of why we try to keep guys fresh as much as we can, especially in the first half. And now again, getting more healthy, we're going to hopefully be able to do that better.
All right, thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah, Luis, what did you think was the biggest factor in the lead sort of slipping away in the second half there?
Defense, just getting stops. They got comfortable. They shot like 50-some% from the field. I think 53 from three. So just finding our man and executing defensively.
EJ, just what happened there at the end between you and Isaiah Moore?
I honestly didn't think it was anything. I think we fell into people sitting in the stands or on this baseline, but I didn't think it was anything.
Is there anything you guys could have done in particular to prevent them from getting such good looks at three?
Keep the ball in front, same story.
Luis, what makes Isaiah Hill such a problem for you guys?
Just keeping the ball in front. He was able to get downhill, make plays, come off screens, shoot. We just struggled to keep him in front and let him get comfortable.
Luis, so you guys had won 3 in a row. A tough way to lose a game. What was the message from the coaching staff in the locker room after the game?
Got to get back to work. Nobody's going to feel sorry for us. So we just got to keep grinding it out, figure out ways to win.
All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.